This is Real Talk back at you again. This is Eric Holder, wanted for the homicide of the shooting death of Nipsey Hussle, and he was last seen in a 2006 white four-door Chevy Cruze, license plate, yada yada yada. Anyone information related to his whereabouts of the deadly shooting, urged to call these number that's right here. Now, anyway. However way it was, they said this man is a neighborhood snitch. So snitches mean informants. And most times when people are an informant, they do other things. They also entrap other people. They also take pleas for get case or lesser value charges on them. So again, Eric Holder is the alleged shooter in this thing. He's a Crip. Someone was saying that Nipsey Hussle, being the upstanding man he just told him just don't be around. It was very friendly, or should I say non-threatening, and he told the man not to come around here because for what he know in his past, that he was a snitch. That's what the streets are saying, not knowing if any of these alleged things are true or not true, but this man has been known to be working with the police and being an informant. That's generally what that means. People in law enforcement streets and have common knowledge know exactly what that means when someone calling you a snitch. You know what I mean? And that's how it goes, man, in the streets, you know. How they get the intel through people that this man, Eric Holder, allegedly have done. That doesn't matter what city, state, county you from. Everyone have snitches and gangs and everywhere just about. So don't get caught up in those things. We still think that somehow, some way, some conspiracy to it because it just don't add up. All of a sudden, this man that's decided to pop up from nowhere because Nipsey Hussle saw him hanging around before. And everybody that know this man, he's a snitch. Now, this is what I'm getting from the blog. This is what I'm getting from the streets. This is what I'm getting from family members that live in that area, and all the people like Tariq Rashid and Real Lion and all the people that I know of saying exact the same thing. All the blogs on all the social media accounts are saying the exact same thing of the alleged thing. That's why I wanted to wait until I got more information than just, have to redirect myself. I didn't want to do that. So anyway, rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle, upstanding man, was trying to change his brother's life. But somehow, some way, people get caught up with this gang stuff. Because notice, he worked with a lot of bloods. YG 400, the gang, they were all bloods. So it wasn't about gang. This is about personal beef, if this is what it is. And it's about people that try to stop people who are in position to help. Discourages them. This is what Fat Joe was talking about earlier. This discourages people from wanting to help or do anything for any of us or any of those who may be in dire need of help. And this is just my take. And that's what the other people will say, well, you can't help nobody. Why you have to leave them alone. Why you can't get involved in certain things. Don't make yourself such accessible. Or, you know what I mean? What he wanted his people to see, for what I hear and what I know and know of, to see whatever it is you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. You can see a Grammy Award winning rap star, mogul, entrepreneur, businessman, family man, father, friend, brother, all around good guy. Everybody loves to always throw a black eye on gangs and gang music. Do you talk about the music or the movies that you watch? But they able to, do whatever they want to do. But when it come to us, we got to hold them to an unrealistic standard. All the shooting movies and action movies and violent movies we see, that's exactly what it is. Somehow, some way, when it comes to real life, people want to hold us to a higher standard. And for the knucklehead copycats out here, if this is true, when is enough is going to be enough for us. See, the thing is, this is a bittersweet thing I wanted to say, because if this is true, then we in a lot more work than we already knew already. Because this was stopping the momentum for this man, not just the Dr. Sebi's documentary, because I still believe his family and friends is going to make sure that it gets out anyway. But it's just, like I said, this discourages those who was on the fence anyway. Now, those who is going to help us in these during these, and when I say us, I mean everybody. Doesn't mean how much money you have or don't have. I'm talking about us as a people. Don't get caught up in, oh, not me, I don't need no help. You never know. Don't get so high and mighty with that. I'm just saying, as a life was taken over whatever is not worth it, think before you react and you respond. Too many people got too many guns and just too quick-headed and got no kind of integrity or spirit to walk up to somebody and shoot him. And I understand people going to call it catching someone slipping. But really, does that really, what does that mean? You know, and some people have a death wish. I know that coming from Chicago. I know. And no matter what you say or do to them, that's just what it is. That's all they know. No fathers, no role models, mothers overbearing, overworked, you know what I mean, underprivileged situations. And this is what guys like Eric Holder here has been probably in the gangs all his life. Juvenile is now bad influences. Because why? There's nothing in these communities. So when you know everything's about what you have and don't have, these breed these type of brothers who don't care about nobody. Don't have no, that's heartless. You know? This heartless. Don't care about nobody. Not interested in turning your life around because they feel I don't have the smarts. I don't have the ability. So I want to hate on somebody or steal my brother and my sister, whatever they have. And that's what breeds that. That's what you get all of that so-called black on black crime. And before you go there, I tell people this all the time. I don't want to hear about black on black crime. As we're not going to talk about white domestic terrorism or white on white crime or white international terrorism or police brutality. I don't want to hear those conversations because when it comes down to us, everybody want to be all in our business. Then when it comes to them, you want to try to label it something else. Leave it alone. This is a human being and another human being that have killed people. To leave it at that if you can. Then it is, why are you listening and paying attention in the first place? This doesn't pertain to you. You don't care no way. This is our business. So your opinion and whatever doesn't matter. Like I said before, we own up to the stuff and the carnage that what we have to deal with the brothers and sisters of this alleged crime that is in gangs and non-gangs. Because believe it or not, a lot of shootings happen from non-gang related people.